Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, Israel's top defense official Avigdor Lieberman says his policy regarding Gaza is rehabilitation in exchange for demilitarization. At the peak of a blazing summer, severe water shortages in the West Bank prompt Israeli and Palestinian officials to lash out at each other over who is responsible for the deteriorating situation. Turkey has started a ground operation in the northern part of Syria, supported by the US-led coalition, in a declared bid to eradicate any Islamic State militants along the border. Defense Minister Avigdor Lieberman, during a tour of Israel's northern security fence on the Golan Heights with Syria, commented on the IDF's retaliation in the Gaza Strip following the rocket fire by Palestinian Islamists at Israel's southern communities, saying that his policy, rehabilitation in exchange for demilitarization, still stands, although Israel cannot be expected to permit the internationally recognized terror group Hamas, which controls the Palestinian enclave, to arm itself. The Israeli top defense official also took the opportunity to accuse the Islamist Hamas organization of siphoning off the backs of the Palestinian population in Gaza, stressing that Hamas knows that if there is a crisis, Israel, the European Union, and the United Nations, among other international bodies, will solve the problem. Lieberman said that was why Hamas could divert its attention from looking out for the Palestinian population of Gaza and focus on digging attack tunnels and stockpiling rockets for the next round of fighting with the Jewish state. Now to another matter. At the peak of a blazing summer, severe water shortages in the West Bank prompted Israeli and Palestinian officials to lash out at each other over who is responsible for the deteriorating situation. Israel says the Palestinians have allocated double the amount they were due under an interim agreement called the Oslo Accords, which was signed in the mid-90s, while the Palestinians say Israel is preventing them from accessing adequate water at an affordable price. Israel's coordinator of government activities in the territories, a branch of the military that administers Palestinian civilian issues, said Israel provides 64 million cubic meters of water to the Palestinians annually, even though under the Oslo Accords it is only obliged to provide 30 million. Israeli Foreign Ministry spokesman Emmanuel Nachshon rejected all the Palestinian allegations while accusing them of consistently refusing to meet to discuss water issues or work to resolve the long-standing problem.
We totally reject those Palestinian allegations. They are not true and they are simply a lie. There is no other word in order to describe them. In the Oslo agreements, we have agreed to establish together a joint working committee on water. And unfortunately, the Palestinian side has refused systematically to participate in this joint committee. Now, the idea is to work together and provide solutions for everybody.
Nachshon also noted that the water needs in the West Bank, which the Palestinians want for a state together with East Jerusalem and Gaza, are greater than the infrastructure can handle. Mazen Gunaim, head of the Palestinian Water Authority, said the Palestinians had halted water negotiations with Israel 5 years ago because Israel continues its policy of building Jewish settlements on lands the Palestinians want for a future state.
الجانب الفلسطيني بيتقدم بالمشاريع اللازمة بهذا الخصوص. طبعا الجانب الإسرائيلي في لديه مشاريع تخص المستوطنات، وهو ما نرفضه جملة وتفصيلا بالنسبة لنا كجانب فلسطيني، لأنه هذه المستوطنات هي مستوطنات غير شرعية.
The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, which is working with the Palestinian Authority and the Italian aid agency, GBC, to provide water to impoverished areas, has warned that up to 35,000 Palestinians are at risk because of the shortages. Gregor von Madetza, the head of UNICEF's water program, said that the internationally agreed benchmark and the WHO standards of water consumption is 100 liters per person per day, and when this benchmark is not achieved, there is always a risk of public health.
We are very far from reaching this bare minimum in some cases, and clearly the water resources are enough for the Palestinian side to meet 100 liters per capita per day.
The West Bank is considered to be bountiful with underground water, yet according to Palestinian officials, Israeli authorities prevent Palestinian villagers from accessing the water by denying them permits to dig. Israel responded to the allegation, asserting that unregulated digging of wells would do severe damage to the water table. In other news, Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu issued a statement in which Israel and Turkey are expected to announce in the coming days an exchange of ambassadors between the countries. The statement comes after the Turkish parliament approved a reconciliation agreement on Saturday designed to end the rift that began 6 years ago between the two countries. The foreign ministry in Jerusalem was not immediately available for a response. Now to Syria, where Turkey has started a ground operation in the northern part of the war-torn country, supported by the US-led coalition in a declared bid to eradicate any Islamic State militants along the border. The operation was launched just hours ahead of a planned visit to Turkey by US Vice President Joe Biden, who is the most senior Western official to travel to the country since a failed coup attempt on July 15th. The Turkish army began firing artillery shells into the Syrian border town of Jarablus early this morning, when Turkish and US warplanes conducted massive air assaults on Islamic State targets. This was the first time Turkish fighter jets conducted aerial assaults in Syria since November, when Turkey shot down a Russian fighter jet near the border. Turkish military sources revealed that a massive ground incursion had yet to start, but a group of Turkish special forces had entered Syria. They also noted that significant forces, including tanks, were being positioned to secure the border and will be available to invade Turkey's southern neighbor under the directives of the Turkish government.
Ve DAEŞ'in komşu ülkelerimizden temizlenmesi için de hem Suriye hem Irak'ta temizlenmesi için her türlü katkıyı sağlayacağız. Söylediğiniz bölgelerdeki operasyonlara da zaten destek veriyoruz. Hem Afrin'den doğuya doğru kuzeyden giden hem de Cerablus'tan başlayacak operasyona da her türlü desteği vereceğiz. Bu her şeyden önce bizim kendi güvenliğimiz için önemli.
The move comes after Turkey vowed on Monday to completely cleanse Islamic State fighters from its border region after a suicide bomber suspected of links to the extreme Muslim group killed some 54 people, including 22 children, at a Kurdish wedding in the southeastern city of Gaziantep.
Bu terör örgütlerine karşı da mücadelemiz devam edecek. İçeride ve dışarıda. Suriye'de de, Irak'ta da devam edecek. PKK, YPG ile de devam edecek. DAEŞ'le de devam edecek. Sonuna kadar bu mücadelemizi sürdüreceğiz.
The Syria operation came as Syrian rebels, backed by Turkey, had said they were in the final stages of preparing an assault from Turkish territory on Jarablus, aiming to preempt a potential attempt by the Syrian Kurdish YPG militia to take it, a militant group defined by Ankara as a terrorist organization. Thank you for watching us. You can also watch us at TV7israelnews.com or TV7.fi. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@tv7.fi. For more updates from Israel and the region, please join our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. Praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Jonathan Hassan, have Erev Tov, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.